All right, so I'm going to just really try to go over the basics. And like I said, if you have questions, be happy to answer them from what you type into the chat box. And also just know that we're learning, we're going to go slow in order to go fast later on. So we're going to be really slow and steady for the next week or so, and make sure everybody feels comfortable with what they're doing, okay? All right. Real quick, just kind of what we're going to touch on. We're going to do some introduction stuff. I'm going to talk to you about a schedule, the expectations, and just some general stuff at the end. I really appreciate you being here. I know that this is some unusual circumstances, and while we really don't love our circumstances, we are so thankful for the opportunity to teach your children. We're glad that we have the ability to be virtual and to do what it takes to meet you where you are and to still grow your students academically. So we appreciate you all. And speaking of appreciation, I have the best teachers that are sitting here ready to teach your students, whether they're in a seat in a classroom or on the other end of a computer. We've got teachers that really will latch onto this and make sure your students are successful and come out really thriving after all of this. So we're excited about the opportunity, and our teachers are going to work with you and work with your students and make this a smooth transition. Just some basic stuff, okay? So in order to be a Troup County virtual student and work with our Long K Middle School staff, the main thing is you have got to have a device that has internet access. So Chromebooks preferably that you got from the school system, because that's just an easy access. It's already going to have the links loaded on it. If you have another computer at home, a desktop or a different laptop, it will still work. You'll just have to type the link in and that kind of stuff. So definitely need access to some type of a computer device. Internet, if you don't have reliable internet, you need to contact us and let us see what we can do to help. Your students are going to need a structured place to work. So, try to help them find a place to have school so they're not having school in their bed or all over the place. They still need a little structure, even though they're virtual. We talked about a stylus. Their laptops or their Chromebooks are touchscreen. So I think you can get a stylus at the dollar store, that's got an end on it that'll actually write on a computer. So that may be something that's helpful for things like annotating in English or highlighting or working math problems. Not a requirement, just something that might be helpful. Earbuds are kind of the same way. If there are other people in your household and you got trouble focusing, just a real cheap pair of earbuds they could plug into their Chromebook might be helpful going forward. And most importantly, just, everybody, and this is parents, students, teachers, everybody involved, we just got to have a lot of patience through this. This is new to us. We got a new learning management system. Lots of new things going on in the world and in our homes and in our schools. So just be patient, and we're all going to get through this together and be better on the backside of it. So I did put, and I'm going to send this presentation out when we get done. I did link in here this TCSS back to school document. If you click on it, it'll take you over to the Troup County System webpage and the back to school guidance. That kind of is how we derived our plan from the system level guidance. So you can click there when I send it to you, or it's on troup.org and you can get to it at any time. We're good still. All right, so Canvas. I'm sure you've heard the word Canvas. Canvas is our new learning management system. So all students, both traditional and in person, are going to use Canvas as a tool to really house everything they need in one place. Back before in the spring, when we were offline in the spring and kind of struggling, we didn't have one system that would allow us to put things in the same place. So now we're able to put all our information in the same place. And I will send you this and you can click on it. And what it's going to take you over to a page that says, can you see that one? Got tech support in here with me. It's going to take you over to a page that will show you how to log in to Canvas if you're a student. If you're a parent, how you can see information. And I'd love for you to click here and complete the orientation before Monday when you actually get ready to log on. It'll just give you some helpful hints, show you how to log on, and make sure you feel comfortable going into the day on Monday. So I will share this link as soon as we get off of this call, and you'll have access to all of this information. And hopefully that'll help you feel a little more comfortable with what Canvas is and the expectations and, just how it looks when you log on. If you are a student and you have your student Chromebook, when you open your Chromebook, up in the top, there's a bookmarks tab. As soon as your Chromebook comes on and you log into it, there's a bookmark tab up at the top. And there is a link to Canvas directly from that page. And there's also the website on these guides, if you click on them, that you can type into your browser. But Canvas is linked in your bookmarks on your student Chromebook. Okay.
Hi, Whitney.
Yes.
Hey, this is Becky Cruz. We went in last night to look at his Canvas, and you can also get it. It's funny. The kids know what the waffle is. It's also in the waffle. Anyways.
Perfect. The kids do know what that is. If you don't, they know.
They do. So I went on the campus portal to look at Ryan's schedule, and I saw his schedule for the first 9 weeks. And then I went into Canvas, and it doesn't link up. It doesn't match. So
teachers have not published their classes yet. So teachers are still in the building, and they're still planning instruction and adding resources to Canvas. And so your classes in Canvas are not live yet. You can probably access Canvas and see a few things, but they're not going to be live until we publish them over the weekend.
And in this presentation, are you going to go over what their schedule is going to look like as far as when they need to log in?
Yes,
how
ma'am.
that's going to be? Okay, good. Okay.
Absolutely. And then let me know. We'll talk about it, and y'all let me know what questions you have after that, okay?
Okay, perfect.
Absolutely. Are you back to my... Sorry, y'all. I'm struggling myself. Got it. I think I got it. All right. We're back. Okay, so I'm going to keep rolling, and then, like I said, there'll be, if I don't clarify it, y'all, please let me know, okay? So everything's in Canvas. Please click here and view the orientation. And again, I'll send you the link in a separate email as well, okay? Some other things just to note, if you are a virtual student and you want to come back to school, you need to, there will be an opportunity for that. So kind of on into the 9 weeks, there'll be an opportunity for you to complete some paperwork and return to in-person if that's what you would like to do. And if you would like to remain virtual, that's an opportunity as well. Virtual option will persist at least through this entire school year. So if you want to be virtual all of 2021, that's an option. And if not, you'll have the option at the end of each report card period to make that change. So otherwise, it helps us with scheduling and planning lessons and all of that stuff. So we try to kind of stick to the 9-week timeline. We will still use Infinite Campus. If you have Infinite Campus on your phone, great. This should update automatically. If you don't, download the app or make sure you have access on a computer. That's where grades, attendance, report cards, everything will still be in Infinite Campus. Just because you're not in the building, we still use that student information system. So if you need help, your student's counselor will be able to help you log into Infinite Campus, and that contact information will be at the end of this presentation. All right, let's talk about a schedule. I want to say something. I want to be very clear about this, okay? There is only one required live session a day for students. The rest of the stuff that I have put on this schedule is a suggestion, just so that you as parents have some structure and could suggest for your kids. So when I show it to you, I don't want you to panic, because I know it's a lot, but there's only one required section on here. And I'm going to start with 6th grade when I show it to you. One thing I do want to be really upfront about is, if we ever had a situation where Long K Middle School or Troup County school system had to go 100% virtual, these times could change a little bit. So if something happened and for any reason we had to go completely virtual as a school system, there may be some changes. We'll communicate well ahead of time and let you know what's going on. But for now, these are the live session times. I'm going to start with 6th grade. All students must attend the live class sessions. So let me repeat that. You have to attend the live class sessions. There's one a day. Everything else that's listed is just a suggestion to help you make sure you've built in time to get it all accomplished in a given week. So just kind of bear with me, and then if you have questions, I'll try to answer them. All right, so this is a 6th grade suggested schedule. Again, parents, if you adjust this on your own, that's fine. The required meetings are down in yellow. Okay, so if you have a 6th grader, they will be online in a live session Monday through Friday, 1:30 to 2:15. Okay. Everything else I did, and I made that up on my own in order for you to make sure your student has time to complete their math and English and science and social studies, as well as their electives, and just kind of help stay on track. So as a parent or as a student, if you're kind of being responsible for your learning time, you can adjust this and you'll figure out how long it takes you to do everything and your assignments. And it may even vary by week or by day. But a structure like this will allow you to just kind of keep some routines and make sure that you're on top of all your classes every day. Okay. So 6th grade students, 1:30 to 2:15. That is like the big takeaway here. And that will be logging on to Canvas and meeting with a teacher. So on Monday, August 17th at 1:30, you're going to access Canvas and you're going to click on a link, and your social studies teacher will be there to greet you and to get you started. Okay. Any other time, if you log on at 8:30, a live teacher is not going to be there. There will be assignments and directions in the math section, but not an actual teacher. So the live teacher will be social studies at 1:30 for 6th grade. Okay. I'm going to go to 7th grade, and I'll try to kind of make sure we answer any questions that you may have. 7th grade live sessions are 11:45 to 12:30. Okay, everything else, the assignments or the categories are pretty similar to 6th grade. The meeting time is just different. So 7th grade meeting time, 11:45 to 12:30. And you'll understand the reason for this as I go on a little bit, but that's the time that 7th grade teachers are on their, have a planning period when the actual 7th graders are at their elective classes in the building. And so that's why we have these times that vary by grade level, because we had to do it when the teachers are available to be online on a live session. Okay. So 7th grade students must log in every day from 11:45 to 12:30. Fridays will be kind of flexible. Fridays may be where you schedule a time to meet with your teacher. We might have some special guest meetings. We might do some small group or something with the media specialist or the administrators. So Fridays are more flexible. And maybe it's makeup work if you got behind, or you need to do some review and that kind of stuff. But the social studies, math, English, and science live class meetings are a non-negotiable in these situations, okay? And 8th grade is going to look very similar, but 8th grade live meetings are going to be 9:30 to 10:15. So again, between 9:30 and 10:15, eighth grade teachers are, their students are in an exploratory class at that time, so they're available, and they will be live one day a week, and the other days a week they'll be posting assignments and providing feedback and all of those things based on the work that's being completed in Canvas, and they'll be able to communicate back and forth with you and with your student in Canvas. So everything hopefully is a one-stop shop. Okay, just one more time. I know I'm beating this to death. I just want to make sure everybody understands the live classes are required, and everything else listed is a suggestion just to help you kind of monitor your students and to keep yourself on track. Okay. You probably want to know who's teaching your student, or your student wants to know who's teaching them. You can go into Infinite Campus in the portal and look at the schedule, and you'll see a list of your classes and your teachers. Okay. If you need help, again, contact your grade level counselor and we'll help you access Infinite Campus. And that their contact information is going to be at the end. But look at your schedule, look at your classes and your teachers. The order's not going to matter because we're not, we're going to go by the daily schedule in terms of I go to live science class on Thursdays. But so the order of your schedule won't matter, but the actual class and teacher will be listed on your schedule. And that way you'll know when you log in next week whose face you'll see on the other end of a live session. Okay. So when you find your schedule, what's next? All right. So first of all, if you find your schedule and you're a sixth grade student and on Monday you see that your social studies teacher is Miss Sewell, when you log on Monday afternoon to your live session, Miss Sewell will have a sixth grade social studies class. Miss Sewell is also teaching multiple in-person social studies classes. Okay. And the reason that we did it this way, and I'm just going to tell y'all, this is going to be tough on our teachers, but we chose to do it this way where the elementary schools have a virtual teacher and then an in-person teacher, two different things. Middle school has a schedule where we're all doing both. So I'm going to keep using Miss Sewell for example, and Miss Sewell is going to have 4 sections of sixth grade social studies. And if your child is virtual, she'll teach them during the virtual time. And if you choose to come back to traditional for the second 9 weeks, you'll be able to roll right back into your seat in Miss Sewell's class. And that way, Miss Sewell and she knows what you know, and vice versa. You are able to really pick back up right where you left off instead of having to learn a new teacher and new expectations and that kind of stuff. So your virtual teacher is listed in Infinite Campus. And if you return to traditional, it will be the same teacher. Class periods, I think I just mentioned this, but because we're virtual, the class periods or the order that's listed on the schedule won't matter. You just log on to the live sessions that were listed on the schedule on the previous slides. And we hope that this helps if we transition back to a traditional environment and vice versa. Teachers and kids get to know each other and we're able to have some consistency of practice there. Parents and students, I'm asking that you really keep this in mind. Every single teacher, and we have a staff of about 72 teachers on top of administrators and other folks that are teaching both a full schedule of traditional kids and the virtual kids. So they're doing both, and it is a lot, and all while learning new stuff, a new schedule, new to Canvas. So just like you guys are kind of probably overwhelmed and unsure about a lot, our teachers are in the same place. So just be patient with us. We're going to get through it together. We are going to help you along the way. We will hold hands and do everything we can. But just know that if you're emailing them, they're probably teaching a class right then, and they'll get back to you just as soon as they can. But if they're in the middle of a live instruction, they're not going to be able to answer immediately. So just wanted you to keep that in mind so that if there is a delay, it's because we're teaching in-person students too. Share some expectations and make sure we're all kind of on the same page. And some of this kind of seems silly, but I want to make sure we're all on the same page. Some of the rules of live class time. You need to attend your sessions in pretty much in dress code. Please don't wear hats because your teacher won't be able to see you and to interact with you like it's difficult with a hat on the computer. Make sure you don't come to class with no shirt on or, bathing suits or whatever. Just during your live sessions, try to be dressed appropriately and really act appropriately is the bottom line. Please don't interrupt or disrespect your teachers, that kind of stuff. The same code of conduct applies to online learning as in person. So we just ask that you be respectful of your teachers. These teachers have been working crazy hours the past few weeks to learn this and to be prepared for a really good school year. So we just ask that the students are respectful of that. And if you have any trouble and you need help, let us know. We're happy to help and happy to work on any issues that we might have. Okay. Attendance. I'm sure you want to know like what counts for being here. So students need to attend all live sessions. That's the big thing. We need you to be present when we're able to provide live instruction. You also need to log on to Canvas each day, check your course, and be making progress towards your goals in that class. So for example, let's say math, okay? You need to log into your math class every single day, even though you don't have to be live every day. You need to log on and make progress towards the goals for that week. And Canvas tracks your login time and how much you've been in there and been active in the system. So attendance really will be based on the live sessions and also making weekly progress towards your goals. And we'll be able to tell that by the amount of, active time in a session. And also, are you completing the work that's been assigned? Grades will be reflected in Infinite Campus as well as the feedback will be in Canvas. So like if you have quizzes or assignments, they'll be completed in Canvas, and many of them will actually be graded in Canvas, and that grade will then be pushed over to Infinite Campus. So parents, you should be able to access grades in Infinite Campus just like you always have. And students should be able to see some feedback in Canvas to know how they're progressing and how things are going. And then final grades and all will be posted in Infinite Campus. And same will go if you were to come back for the, let's say you return to traditional school in January. That won't change. We'll be able to continue right along the same path with their grades, their attendance, and all of those things. Everything will already be set up in Infinite Campus. So we chose not to reschedule your students in Infinite Campus so that if you do return to a traditional environment, it's an easy transition. If you get stuck and you need help, all right, so if I need help in my math class, you can certainly ask during the live session while you're on with your teacher on math day. You can email your teacher. I'm going to show you how to get their contact information, and they're going to share that with you as well on the first day of class. And you can also request a conference. So remember, we said Fridays are flexible. So if you need a little help, you could do a one-on-one or a small group session with your teacher on Friday, or maybe even a different day at a time that they're available and you are too. So teachers are going to be really responsive and work with some individual students and parents to get through and figure out what the best way to help is. But the first and foremost, you need to ask during the live session if you have questions. Don't be shy. Use the chat box if you need to, and do whatever you can. Make sure you get the most out of what you're working on your end as well. Our school counselors are still available to you. So if there's something that you'd like to talk to a counselor about, or you need help with something, they're here for you, and they are, ready and willing to do the same. So you can email them, call the school, or request a session with them, and they'll be happy to do something similar and arrange a conference time that you can meet virtually to work out whatever we need to talk about. Chromebooks, if your Chromebook starts acting funny, first and foremost, try the troubleshooting tips. They're on our website. I'll email them to you. Teachers will upload them into Canvas. So there is a kind of a troubleshooting guide of things to work through if something's not working. And if all else fails, email Miss Newman. She's our media specialist, and her contact information will be at the end as well. And we will do everything we can to get you worked out quickly and back online. And just know that we probably understand better than anybody technology issues. And so don't panic if your computer's not working for one day. Just please email us, email your teacher, and communicate about it so that we do know what's going on, and not that you just didn't try to get there. And we will work with you on it. But we're trying really hard to be responsive to technology issues. We don't have experts on staff necessarily, but we've got a direct line to them. So if you need help, let us know. Administrators, same thing. Our administrative staff is here for you. Email us, call the school, anything that you need. We are happy to help, and we will work with you to get through and make this be the best year possible for your students. So really know that everybody here wants everybody to be successful and to have a really good school year. So whatever it takes for y'all to be comfortable and feel like you're getting the most out of this, let us know. We can help. We're open to suggestions because we're learning and growing every day. So anything that you want to reach out to us about, please do so. We would look forward to it. These are just kind of some random thoughts that don't really even fit into anything, but I want you to be aware of as students and parents. Virtual students are still allowed to participate in athletics and extracurricular stuff. A lot of that's up in the air. We're not doing a lot of traveling, a lot of field trips right now, but we are still planning to have athletics, and y'all know that changes sometimes hourly, but as of right now, we're still planning to have athletic competitions, and so virtual students do have the opportunity to be involved in that. Obviously, you'd have to provide transportation to practice and things like that, but that is certainly an option. Kind of keep an eye out for information about books. We have really tried to expand our ebook opportunity, so you'll be able to download books and check out books virtually, and we'll work with you on that. We'll send some more information about library books. And academic supports, if you've got students that are gifted, exceptional education students, somebody with a 504 or any kind of special needs, teachers will be reaching out to you individually. The teams of teachers are collaborating now to make sure we're providing you with that support at whatever level that you need it to be. If you find that's not happening, let us know, and we'll do everything we can to work with you. Be patient with us. Like I said, we're having to contact everybody individually and kind of work through some distance learning plans with individual students, but we are working diligently to make that happen. So if you need any kind of academic support or a different level of information than what you're getting, just let us know, and we'll be happy to try to help. Okay. Nutrition. This is kind of an unusual one because it's a system-driven thing and it's not a school issue, but I'll send this to you and you can click on the link. I'm going to click on it and try to show you what you'll go to. This is on the Troup County System webpage. Okay, so virtual students can still receive breakfast and lunch meals. They'll only be distributed on Mondays, and you can pick up meals for the week, but they have to be pre-ordered. So there's instructions here on this webpage about how to pre-order them and where to pick them up. But virtual students will have the opportunity to be provided with meals. If you apply for or are approved for free and reduced meal status, the instructions for that are also available on the nutrition page. And that would offset the cost of the meals at these sites, but you have to complete the application in order for that to happen. Otherwise, they are still provided, but just for a fee. All right, sorry, takes me a minute to get back to where I want to go. Okay, so we do want you to stay connected, even though you might not physically be in the building. There are lots of things happening at the school, around the school, within, that you'll want to stay connected and stay informed about. So lots of ways to do that. Cougar Chat's an email that goes out regularly. You can sign up for. Facebook is a great place for information. Twitter and Instagram, I try. I'm not super great at keeping those up, but we try. And Remind, I've got different reminds for each grade level. So the LCM 2027 is a 6th grade remind, and then the 7th and 8th grade reminds come after that. And that way we can use them for 3 years instead of having to join each year. So get connected. Follow us on Facebook, get connected to Cougar Chat and to Remind. And also, if you would make sure that your email contact and your phone number and all of that stuff in Infinite Campus is up to date, that's another good way for us to communicate. If we were to have something that we really needed to get out fast, we can use the, it used to be One Call, now I think it's Send It, but it will send the automated messages via text or phone call. So make sure your information is up to date in Infinite Campus. That helps us a lot to be able to communicate better. We work really hard at communication. I hope that it gets to you. And if it's not getting to you, because I send stuff pretty regularly, either Facebook, Cougar Chat, or through Infinite Campus. If you don't see a lot from Long K Middle School, reach out and let us see how to get you plugged in, because something's probably not exactly right if you don't get a pretty good deal of information from us. That's one of my main goals, is to make sure parents are informed and everybody kind of knows what's happening at the school and around the school. So we will continue to do that even with our virtual students. All right, just in conclusion, a few reminders. On Monday, you need your Chromebook. First and foremost, you need a Chromebook or some device to access the internet, preferably with a working camera and microphone, okay? If you have your Chromebook, make sure it's working before Monday. Make sure it's charged. And remember, you've got to know your 5-digit ID to log into it. And some of us, it's been 6 months since we've had to recall that number. So make sure you remember it. If you need help, reach out to us, and you can probably get it in Infinite Campus Parent Portal, I believe. Canvas. Between now and Monday, try Canvas. Go to the orientation that I showed you earlier, and I'll send you the link in just a minute, but go to Canvas and try to log on, do the orientation. Just get familiar with the look of it. Make sure you know where the link to it is, things like that. And then check your schedule. So find your schedule, and when you go back to your grade level and see what time your live session is, and I'll share that again as well. But on Monday, you're going to log in to your live social studies session at the given time, and that varies by grade level. So your social studies teachers will see you on the other end of your computer on Monday, and they're really excited about it, but they're also really anxious about it. So be patient, and y'all give us some feedback so we can learn and grow and get better at this. I think most of you should have seen this already. I'm not sure if you looked at it because maybe you thought it didn't apply to you, but we sent a document and we called it Open House from Your House. And the goal was, if you couldn't make it to the traditional open house that we had yesterday, it was a document that would give you all the information that you needed. But much of it applies to virtual students as well. So there's a link right here at the bottom that'll take you to a page where like if you look at your schedule, and I'm going to go back to my previous example, and my social studies teacher is Miss Sewell, and I'm a sixth grader, and I didn't get to have the visit before, so I don't know Miss Sewell. If you'll click on there, there's a video of Miss Sewell, so you'll know what she looks like and some of her expectations as a sixth grade social studies teacher. So go to this document once you find your schedule and check out your teachers. And there's also a ton of links. There's hints about your Chromebook, hints about just different things that will be helpful in navigating this process. So this is a document with lots and lots of information. Some of it applies to traditional students, but most of it will apply to both. So I'll send this to you one more time as well. You probably got it on Wednesday. I tried to send it out to everybody at that time, but if not, we'll send it one more time. And it's one of those things, just kind of save it because there are links to a lot of different helpful guides that you may want to go back to at some time. Just a quick reminder, go to our school webpage. We're trying to do a good job of keeping it up to date, and there are lots of helpful links. There's Canvas links with tutorials, our contact information, anything like that will be linked on the Long K Middle School website. Email us, call us. Do not get behind and feel frustrated. We're all here to help, so y'all let us help. Sometimes we can't help if we don't know, so reach out and let us know what you need, and we'll see how we can help you and make you feel more comfortable. And just, again, I know I've said it a million times, but I can't stress enough how much we all need patience. Parents, don't get frustrated with your students. Students, don't get frustrated with yourself. And vice versa. Give us all a little grace, and we're going to get this. We're going to get it, and we're going to do it well, and your students are going to succeed and thrive. We just need a little practice to get there, but we are going to do it and do it well, and we're really looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a great opportunity for us to do some things we've never been able to do before. Just a reminder, we are a PBIS school, and that's Positive Behavior Interventions and Supports. And our acronym is PAWS. We practice respect, we're always kind, and we work responsibly and stay safe. And that applies on the other end of a computer as well. Students, I want to remind you that there is still that Chromebook belongs to Troup County School System. And there are still filters on it. So if you're on things or sending emails about things that you shouldn't be doing, there's a filter and it sends it straight to me. So please don't do things that you know you shouldn't be doing. Stay safe, and that means online safety as well. So just be smart about how you use your device and what you do, and really you're going to have plenty of work to do in Canvas. So not going to have a whole lot of other stuff you need to be doing on there anyway. Once you get done on Canvas, take a break and go outside and do some physical activity and get off the screen time. Okay. Here's our contact information, our administrators, our counselors, and our media specialists, because those are probably direct lines that you're going to need first. If you need help with Infinite Campus, reach out to the grade level counselor. Media specialist will help with Chromebooks, but please make sure you've tried those troubleshooting tips first. I'll email those to you when I send this presentation, because she also has to make sure every traditional student has a functioning Chromebook. So Ms. Newman is looking at about 1,100 Chromebooks to keep track of and get distributed on Monday and make sure they're functioning. So again, we need patience and grace, and ask that you try to troubleshoot at home first. And our administrators are here. You let us know what you need and how we can help you. Also, if you want to contact teachers, go to the Long K Middle School webpage, and there's a link over on the left-hand side that says contact us. And if you go there, and it's also linked right here in this PowerPoint, it will take you to our webpage with every single teacher and staff members' contact information. So that will all be available to you on our website, and I'm sending you the link as well, so you'll have easy access to all of that. And Really and truly, we thank you as parents. We're so appreciative that you're allowing us this opportunity. Like I said, we're going to do it and do it well. It may be a little bit slow at first until we all get comfortable and into a routine and a schedule, but just really take a look at Canvas over the weekend. Just make sure you know how to get to it. Like, can I access Canvas? That's really the only question you need to worry about. And know that when you turn on your computer, there's not going to be a teacher staring back at you. The only time the live teacher is going to be there is during that one session a day. So I know it's a little confusing. I just want to make sure we're all on the same page with that. And this is my email address, my this number at the school web page. Whatever we can do to help you, you let us know. Again, we're just here to make this successful, help your kids. I know you probably have lots of questions. If they haven't been added to the chat box, if you would add that to the chat box, it would be very helpful to us, so that we can go back, because if you have the questions, lots of other people probably do as well, and we'll be able to kind of put them all in one document and send them out to you all so that you have it and can refer back to it instead of us trying to wing it on here and keep up with everybody's chat. So if you have questions, I'm going to leave this up for a few minutes. Add them to the chat box, and we will do our best to answer them. Again, if you'll click on that document that says open house from your house, it will also have lots of important links and information. So y'all, I thank you. I know that this was a lot of information, and I apologize that it's coming to you the day before school starts on Monday. But we're learning new information every day, so we wanted to make sure it was as accurate as we could get it. And so we hope this is helpful. We will see you on Monday, and if there are things we can do between now and Monday, you let us know, and we look forward to it. Students, we miss you, and it just makes our day to see you on the other end of this computer. So thank y'all for what you do. Can't wait to actually get to interact with you some on Monday. Okay. All right, I'm going to leave it up for a minute. If you have more questions, add them. I'll put them in a document, and I will send that document with answers on it, just as quickly as I can get them answered, okay?